Thank you guys all so much for coming. It's really great to have such a supportive group here. And I'm sure all the love that's here tonight is going to bring the sunshine out tomorrow. We're hoping. I'm Jessica.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Sienna.
And we are Alchemy Art Labs.
So we're working with the local artist community here in Boulder. And this relationship developed from an independent internship that I pursued at the beginning of the semester with our now project advisor, Laurel, who's sitting in the back. So she runs a small business out of her home, sewing, which is what she loves to do. Please note the outfits.
All available on
Her Etsy site, LD Industries. And so she does this to make money to support her family and to support the continuation of her business, and because she loves it. So during this internship, we sort of began talking about the opportunities for professional artists in the community. And then just the transformative effects that art can have on society. And some pretty significant needs were revealed through these conversations and later confirmed by other artists. And these needs were things like affordable studio space and gallery space, and then just a community space for artists to collaborate in, to share skills, and to support each other. And then another really significant need that we wanted to address was the definition of what an artist is. So often people define themselves as like either artistic or not artistic, and there's nothing in between. And we think that creativity lives in everyone. And so we want to create a safe space for people to explore their creativity. So we thought this was a perfect opportunity for a soul project to develop, and that's kind of how we started working with Alchemy Art Labs. And I'll let Jessica and Sienna talk about why they're interested in this.
Yeah, so I was initially drawn towards this project because of the goal of Alchemy Art Labs to change what it means to be an artist. I never considered myself to be artistic. I was never one to like show off my artwork. I never brought it home to my mom and was like, Mom, look how awesome this is. I always was kind of ashamed of what I painted, and so I really was drawn towards the fact that they really want to bring out the artist in everyone, and I've always appreciated the beauty of art and loved being around it and loved viewing it and seeing it, but never really thought that I was ever capable of it. So that's why I was drawn towards it.
And I'm actually the complete opposite. I was drawn towards this because I was raised with art. My mom's an artist, my grandma's an artist, my great-grandma was an artist. I'm named after a color. And so it's just been like, art has enveloped my life in so many ways that you would not really think about. One of the things I like to talk about a lot is my mom always taught me there's no such thing as a mistake in art. And so if you think that you mess up, you just have to look at it from a different way and figure out how you can turn it into your advantage. And so I like to use that type of thinking when I come across problems. And it really helps me think outside of the box and come up with a really creative solution that you might not have otherwise thought of. So I would really like to see that benefit go to everyone.
Yeah, so from all the needs that Kelly mentioned that the artist community was feeling, Alchemy Art Labs was thought of and created. And this is a vision statement which we thought was worth sharing because we think it really beautifully encompasses what our Alchemy Art Labs is trying to accomplish. And it goes as follows. Every human should feel their creative needs fulfilled. All humans are exposed to support, education, space, beauty, depth, sustainability, growth, expansion, disruption of exhausted norms, community, and inspiration. And this is what Alchemy Art Labs hopes to accomplish in a variety of ways.
So our main goal is to facilitate the opening of Alchemy Art Labs, but we have three main objectives in order to get to that position. We have awareness, business development, and fundraising. I am largely working on the awareness. We met with a marketing consultant, and they suggested that we reach out to the artist community, the broader artist community, or even just anyone who wants to be in the artist community through certain platforms. So we have a Facebook page set up, we have a Pinterest page set up, we're currently working on creating an Instagram, and these are just tools to keep everyone updated on our progress. We put really cool things out on the Facebook page every day, like cool art stuff. And like just to see, like check out cool artists and even smaller ones, not just really famous people. And we post events up there. One of the events that we do host is called an art journaling workshop. The art journal is kind of like where this whole idea stemmed from. Laurel has been working with art journaling for quite a while now, and the whole concept of it is just like a place where you can put your creativity in, and it's a no judgment zone. So you can do whatever you want. It can like look like crap or whatever, but it doesn't matter, because if you don't want anyone to see it, you don't have to let them see it. It's just for you. We are actually letting you guys see some of the art journals. There's 2.5 going around, so you can like look at those. But so we have workshops going on, just really getting people to become aware about Alchemy Art Labs, and to also just like introduce people who would not normally think of themselves as being artistic into this form of art and creativity. And then finally, we are also working on a video for our Indiegogo campaign, which will be released in our January event, which you'll hear about shortly. And we are using the help of the lovely Matthew. And it's just going to be recording our progress and like talking about our goals and what we would like to see happen, and it will launch off our Indiegogo campaign.
So the second objective that we are working on closely with Alchemy Art Labs is business development. And so Alchemy Art Labs is in the process of being created, and we have found the importance of a business plan. So we started talking about this when we first started the project in like October. And when it initially came up in conversation, we're like, oh, we can handle this, no problem. And then as we got deeper and deeper into it, we realized it's a large task, but it's been really fun working with Laurel and us to create this very important document. And we've all been able to bring different strengths to this process, and we're hoping to create a very powerful and accomplishing business plan. And there's great resources that we've been utilizing. One is the Small Business Administration, which is a government website. And they provide a lot of resources, from different loans that you can apply to different ways to write everything that your business plan needs, as well as different ways to tailor your business plan to your industry. So it's been really great. And we're also going to be working with a business coach to make sure that we have the best business plan that we can.
So one of the biggest challenges, and something that's crucial to the success of initiating Alchemy Art Labs, is just getting enough funding for the project to start. There's a lot of expenses involved in opening up a small business. Just things like rental cost until it's self-sustaining through resident artists, art materials, supplies for the place, construction, interior design, things like that. And we're basically starting from nothing. So we're hoping that one of our largest funding sources will be our Indiegogo campaign, which Sienna mentioned. For those of you who don't know what Indiegogo is, it's an international crowdfunding site, much like Kickstarter, which helps people with projects that they want to develop raise funding on an online platform. So as Sienna said, our event to kick off this Indiegogo campaign will be on January 25th, which you all are definitely invited to. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, get on our email list, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on with that. Still kind of in the works. And along with our Indiegogo campaign, we're also we're in the middle of applying for a few small grants right now. We're looking to expand into larger grants. We're doing small business loans, which Jessica just talked about, and then we're looking just for support from local philanthropic organizations in the area.
Awesome. So the masterpiece thus far. So far we have began the business plan, and we're hoping to have that done by December 31st. And we've been holding events. We've had a few art journaling workshops, and we're going to have more in the future, and they're very wonderful. Me, who I used to think was not artistic, loves to go and do them, and they're a lot of fun. And as Kelly mentioned, we're having our event in January. And yeah, the social media is up and running, as Sienna mentioned. That's the link. Please like it. The posts are very interesting and catchy and not obnoxious. And Pinterest, please feel free to like that. If you have any input, would like to be involved, consider yourself artistic, consider yourself not artistic, but want to be artistic, there's our email. Please feel free to contact us. Yes. Any other events mentioned?
just keep looking online for art journaling classes, and I'm sure we'll be doing other events along the way.
Yes, and thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. Any questions?
I have 2 questions. The first one is, what is your Instagram username?
We haven't set it up yet.
Oh, okay.
This project advisor. Password difficulty.
Okay, cool.
And then my second question is, what exactly do you envision one of the, lab sessions to look like, and how will you encourage community engagement and human enrichment during those sessions?
Certainly. So we're hoping to get a bunch of artists involved. So right away, artists from different areas or even from the same area are going to be able to collaborate and come together with different ideas on how they do art and different skills that they bring. Along with that, we're going to have rotating artists come in and teach classes as well as the resident artists. And our hope is through community events to get a large group of people involved. Like we were saying, whether you're artistic or not, So in that way, I think just being in a space together as artists is definitely going to encourage collaboration, and it's clearly a creative process.
And I think word of mouth is going to be huge. I think the artists are already well connected, but it's just about having a space to come together and be able to collaborate with each other and then go out and share the collaborations and curriculum will be very important.
Not to mention that we're also kind of collaborating with some local businesses. We'll be having posters up at Innisfree and stuff like that.
Once the actual space is set up, it will be a membership type thing, or how will that work as far as keeping it open?
There will be a variety of ways. So there will be some resident artists that'll be renting out the space to use as their main artistic area. But then there will be classes, which will be, you pay as you come. And there may be places where you can come and use a space with other people, and you pay a certain amount to get, X amount of hours or X amount of days or something. So I think it's going to be a variety.
We want to be able to sustain ourselves financially, but we also want to make it affordable, because that's one of the needs that we're addressing.
Have you guys found locations?
We're looking at several locations, and we really shouldn't talk about them too much, just because that's not how you go about that. Yeah, you can't really name the locations that you're looking at because they're on market. But
Jessica, you mentioned that as a kid you felt insecure about your art. Are you planning to do any workshops catered to children, I guess, or young students?
Yeah.
we already have one teacher who teaches art to children who's interested in getting involved. So I'm sure it'll expand from there too.
And another good workshop for people who are children or anyone who feels like they're not really creative is, again, the art journaling workshops. They're so just freeing. I know some of y'all have already been to one, and it's just a really great way to get your creativity going. One more question?
Oh, mine is very important. Where did you buy your aprons?
These are
They were
from
made by
Laurel.
Laurel.
Made in Industries. She's our project advisor.
Oh, great.
You can buy them on Etsy.
Yeah.
Maybe we should pass them around.
Okay, thank you so much.